podcast. Halo Outreach Podcast to keep you up to date with everything going on in Halo. How's it going, everybody? It is episode 15 of the Halo Outreach Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Patman Gaming, which is hello, Pat.
I'm Pit.
Yeah, and today, guys, it's another lovely news day for you guys when it comes to the podcast. For today, on topics we're going to be discussing, or we're going to be talking about some lingering bugs that are still happening in the MCC. Some odd visual and audio differences between like the original 360 versions and the MCC versions. Big update when it comes to Flight 3 coming to PC for Halo Reach, guys. So definitely get into details on that. Could be happening as soon as this podcast gets uploaded. I don't know. Nino does post those, but we'll get into details about that. And also to kind of round off, guys, we got some updates coming to the playlist for MCC and Halo 5. Gonna get you guys up to date with that. And to finish off the podcast, just since it is a new game and we played it a ton and I have a lot to talk about it, we might finish off with a little bit of Modern Warfare experience with the game. But, you know, obviously it's a Halo podcast. We're going to give you the meat and potatoes. Start off the stream here, guys. So, Pat, how are you doing? How are things going with you? Let's go through some formalities before we jump into all the goodness.
Love formalities. Thank you so much for it. I'm glad to know that you care. So, week was long, you know, work 6 days, sucks. 10 hours a day, 60 hours. Tough week, but just glad to be home playing some games tonight. Got to play some Halo 5 tonight. Just beat the Modern Warfare campaign. Wife's birthday was today, so busy day. How about you, Kev? How you doing? How's your week been?
Weekend's been pretty low key. The fiance is out doing a babysitting job all weekend, so I have the whole apartment to myself this weekend. So, yeah, boy's been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Yeah. It's a new game.
Perfect time to be babysitting.
I know, right? I did have to work on Saturday, which kind of sucks, but it was pretty easy going, so that wasn't too bad. But other than that, yeah, I played the Modern Warfare campaign the night it came out. I stayed up way too late. My fiance got mad at me. He's like, "Why are you still up? Go to bed." I'm like, "This campaign's really good, though." I love the campaign, but yeah, we'll get into that at the end of the game, at the end of the podcast here. Other than that, we streamed a little MCC. It was a good time there as well during the week. And talking about MCC, I guess we can talk about what's the first thing on the screen right here. Got some odd MCC bugs, right? Still lingering with this lovely game that we get to play. And it was shown by Late Night Gaming, who does obviously a lot of. He's been kind of getting really into a lot of the showing of remastering the old kind of stuff, or kind of bringing up some of the old issues that are still lingering with the MCC. Like he had a video talking about how Combat Evolved has some really washed out textures that don't really look as nice as the original version, because there's some weird bump mapping issue going on, and it only shows if you actually use your flashlight on it, and it's weird. So he's been kind of digging in and finding stuff like that, and he found some weird, interesting Halo 3 bugs that I'd be interested in the show, because when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I didn't really notice that until now. And so, let's get right into them now. I'm going to switch over to the desktop here, make this full screen. So you can hear, this is the battle rifle audio test between the original 360 and the Xbox One version. There's that one. So that's you can definitely hear that there's a lot more you can hear I feel like you can hear the bullets better in the original 360 version. There's this kind of sound that kind of gets lost in the MCC. Kind of loses its beefiness.
Crisper.
Yeah. It kind of doesn't sound as pronounced as, it doesn't really feel like you're like really like punching them with the bullets as much as you do with the 360 version. The MCC one sounds a little weaker because yeah, it kind of misses that defined sound. And yeah, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's weird. Wish it fixed. I know Postums did look into it, and he did say, so he said, so I brought this up in the team meeting today, and there are some differences in libraries used in the game, along with many other factors as to why there is a difference. It is a known, though, to the team, as we've previously discussed it. So they know about the issue. They talked about it, and they're probably like, dude, we got so many other things to worry about right now.
Right.
Yeah. And and
we're a little bit busy.
Yeah, a little busy, kind of doing the whole like Halo Infinite thing, doing the whole bringing it to PC thing. Wonder if actually that will fix it for the PC version.
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
Doubt it. I would think, obviously, I mean, maybe far down the road, but that's got to be way down the list. I don't see it as being that important.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not like impacting or anything, or gameplay blocking or anything like that. But it's just like a little bit of an immersion thing that kind of helps make it just sound a little bit better. Because audio, as I say, is just as important as the visuals. Because the audio, brings you into the game.
I'd rather them fix the ports of Halo 1 and Halo 2, like with the Vista stuff and all that. I'd rather them fix that first before fixing the audio, but that's just me.
And there is another one here as well. I'll switch on the desktop. This is a weird visual glitch between the 360 and the MCC version. You can see, like, you look over here to the river that's over here. You can see like a nice, well-defined little islands. It's kind of like a muddy, sandy kind of stream they got going on here. But then when you go over to the MCC version, you look at it, and it looks a little different. And
in that game.
And Taurus did add in some. They're like, look at this. It just looks like one gigantic silvery stream. It adds in like the Terminator in here because like reminds of like the T-1000.
Yeah, it does. Like when he's like regenerating.
What do you call it? Like the liquid
nitrium.
Liquid nitrium titanium or something. I don't know.
Oh God. Yeah, liquid titanium. We'll go with that.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
And so, yeah, just like it's interesting. Some lingering issues like that still kind of plague the MCC a little bit, but at least it still functions for the most part. Obviously, there are some improvements that could still be done with that, but I just thought it was kind of an interesting little tidbit to share. If you come across anything in the MCC compared to Halo 3 or compared to the 360 versions, you're like, man, this kind of sucks compared to the 360 version.
No. Besides, like I said, Halo 2 being the Vista port, that blows. Yeah, besides that, no, not really. Obviously there's been like hit detection problems and blah blah blah, and 60 frames kind of created some problems with I forgot which Halos it was. It kind of felt weird, but especially when it first came out. But ever since then, ever since they've been working on it, I like the new modern naming system and all that they added to MCC. I got no.
The dog wants to be a guest.
Somebody shut that dog up.
The dog wants to be a guest, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's all minor stuff. Just awaiting MCC on PC. That's all.
Yeah, hopefully, I have a feeling they might be able to hopefully get involved with that when it comes to, at least I would think with the audio they'd be able to fix that. Maybe there's some wrong file that they chose or something like that. I was also hoping that, at least for especially with Halo 4, actually, I know it's a lot of frame drops on the MCC. So I definitely would like to see them hopefully improve that when it comes to PC. I think it would get a lot better, but yeah. I think that's about it for like the MCC bugs. I think it was just like a little tidbit of things right there. Dog cameo right now.
Yeah, let me see. My wife says there's a dog at our front door. That's why he's bugging out.
Yeah. That would do it. But oh wait, I totally forgot to change the. Oh, Pat, you're probably super delayed right now. Actually, if I just realized that.
Wonderful for screwing me once again.
Bro, anytime, man.
I just got one of those new video camera doorbells. So I'm checking in, see if I see anything.
The dog trying to break into your house.
Well, could be. I don't see anything, boo. There ain't nothing at the door.
All right, so I think that's about everything for the MCC Bugs. I think we can jump right into the meat and potatoes of the podcast today, and that is the Flight 3 PC update we have coming for us. It's right around the corner, guys. And so I am super excited about this.
Like early next week.
Yeah, early next week. They say potentially, if everything goes according to plan, because they're working over the weekend to try to get this build kind of, get all the ring 1, 2, and 3 blockers, they kind of iron those out to hopefully get that out to people possibly Monday, early, or they said early in the week, maybe Wednesday or something like that. This flight will be lasting, is it 8 days, this whole thing here. And so they said that the main test here was they said the best case scenario here, they will be fixed in a new build over the next week, and talking about errors and issues, and the flight goes out early next week. Worst case scenario, the flight starts later once the issues are fixed. I don't have an exact timeline, as we're quite agile when it comes to flighting and fixing bugs. Regardless, below is some of the flight info and offering the daily plan. So they kind of wrote out in this waypoint update about the kind of course of action that they're looking to take when it comes to daily content. And then they said that the main goal of this is to test out the matchmaking for PC for both the Steam and Windows versions. Now, I think Postman doesn't do the best wording on this one, because he says this flight will include crossplay between the 2 versions, and are exciting to see how it goes. Because when people hear crossplay, like PC and console players, right?
Nope.
But nope.
Again.
Nope, just Steam and Windows. If you ever hear anyone say crossplay, they mean Steam and Windows platform players, not
Windows
console.
Store, so all your Game Pass people will be using the Windows Store version of MCC. And yeah, crossplay. I mean, they announced that crossplay a while ago, and then people have been asking them about real crossplay, and we've covered that. But for those who haven't watched previous episodes, they are aware that people want crossplay, but that is not on the table for now. They're going to wait to see if the demand is high enough for it after launch of MCC and PC.
And another thing that's been added to this flight in particular is that they will actually show Season 1 progression is going to be involved with this Flight 3 on PC. Stating here by Postum, saying the flight will also include the work in progress Season 1, so you can play around and begin customizing your character in game, which we didn't have the option on the Xbox version. The teams also working on the project to have made many bugs. Wait, let me reread that, because I'm just like bleh. The teams working on the project have made many bug fixes since the previous flight, and are looking to hear what areas we can continue to improve on and gather our precious feedback. And so that's gonna be cool. I will say, when I got a chance to play at 343, there was a little bit of customization, but like maybe like a fifth of what Reach regularly has, or an eighth of what Reach regularly has. And so I never get
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
that might be what you get at first, and then we know that Season 1 is going to be Reach customization, right? So maybe they're just holding back certain armors for that seasonal reward system or whatever.
And maybe even get some Unreal 4 rendering in the PC.
Yeah,
I would think so, since it's mainly the Xbox One, the original one, that's holding that back,
right,
from really coming through. So I would think on PC they probably could implement it. If so, screenshots, boys. Oh my god, I'm taking so many screenshots. Instagram's gonna be lit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'll definitely probably take some on PC. It'll be a lot easier than doing it on the console.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And so then they also mentioned the content that's going to be in with this, like we mentioned before, that there's going to be the missions, noble actual, and winter contingency for the campaign. Now we're going to have a firefight mixed in with this as well as the same multiplayer experience that we had on the Xbox. But now they actually wrote out the schedule of the whole thing. So they have an 8-day scheduled plan for the flight program. They said the first day is gonna be team hardcore. Second day is gonna be so they're actually offering all 3 aspects of the camp of the flight are gonna be playable. So there's gonna be social, there's gonna be competitive, and there's gonna be firefight all at the same time on the same day, including the campaign mission if you guys want to play that. And so between those 3, there's gonna be different variations of that. So there's almost always going to be some ranked version of Halo Reach you can play. Either it can be Team Hardcore or Invasion. Invasion is only going to be on day 3 and day 6 of the flight. So and everything else is going to be regular Team Hardcore. And on that, it's going to be for social. It's going to be just kind of trading off, 4v4, 8v8s, and 2v2s. And yeah, and then heroic and arcade firefighter are gonna be in this as well. And so now plan out your days.
Yeah, and they did note too that if the schedule does change, that will be updated in the emails they send out for the flight. So this isn't set in stone, but it is the preliminary schedule for the flight. The final one will be part of your welcome Halo Insider email that you'll get if you are selected to be in this flight.
Oh yes, and hopefully there's gonna be enough people playing, because that's kind of like the main issue, right? I mean, like when I was playing on the Xbox, I wasn't really having any issues finding matches like at any time of the day, really.
Instant, almost, yeah.
And so that was my notification sound popping up. That's annoying. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't imagine there being any problems with. I mean, this is so high in demand for PC. They're probably gonna let in a lot of people this flight, just like they did on Xbox. So, I don't see it being a problem finding a match. Should be good.
Hopefully, it's enough to be able to support firefight, competitive, and social all at the same time. Because when they stress tested during the flight, they peaked the stress test at like 4,000 concurrent players.
Right.
So, which isn't like the biggest pool. Obviously, when you condense everyone into like one playlist, it's a lot of people to kind of pull from. So, hopefully, it doesn't affect the matchmaking or anything like that too bad in terms of that. But certainly,
I'd like to see.
Excited.
I'd like to see the. I wish we knew the amount of people that signed up that have PCs versus people who signed up on the Insider program for Xbox. That would be a cool number to kind of compare and contrast.
Makes me almost feel like there would have to be like a lot, because for one,
PC would have to outweigh console by a lot.
Yeah, because for one, being MCC being number 2 on Steam's wish list behind Cyberpunk.
Right.
Pretty crazy. People want their Halo, man. Exactly. And MCC's and 343 is gonna try to give it to them. I'm having some mental. I'm the worst host right now. I'm like trying to just having mental blocks like heebity. That's all, folks. Hey. All
right. Podcast over. See you guys.
So I guess that's everything on Flight 3. Is there anything you want to touch on about that, Pat?
Yeah. Just another reminder to people to make sure everything's updated on your Halo Insider profile. Make sure you got green check marks down the board if you guys want a chance at being invited. It doesn't guarantee you'll get in, but like we said, I think there's going to be a lot of people invited to this, because we're assuming this is the final flight.
We're gonna finish the flight.
Finish the flight finally. And then there was another thing that some people thought that we kind of touched on it already, but some people thought that the playlists will all be offered at once, but it's going to be like the slightly different than the Xbox One flight, where it was one playlist. It was just social or ranked. You will have social and ranked each day with firefight, and the campaign missions and custom games is going to be part of it as well. So, and there's going to be a rotating playlist, just to keep that in mind. So if there's a certain thing you guys want to try out, for sure, keep an eye on that schedule, so that you're not like bamboozled when you log in. Like, yeah, where's Team Hardcore, man?
Where's my Halo? Put it in Reach.
Right. Gosh, freaking hardcore's the way to go on that.
Oh yeah. All right, so I guess we're ready to hop into the MCC and Halo 5 playlist updates.
I see what you did there. Hop into it. yeah, let's
I guess so. All right, so MCC playlist update. A little tweak here for you guys. It's a big team battle update for Halo 3 8v8 Action Sec.
Oh
god. Action Sec operates based on player behavior and feedback. Big Splockets, I guess is the way to pronounce this. Splockets. Splockets?
Sure.
Yes. Splokets?
Yes, because explosion. So rockets explode. So I'm guessing it's Splokets.
Something like that. So it's basically a big team battle where you spawn in with rockets and Spartan lasers. And that's replacing Big Team Fiesta. And so they're going to be using the maps Valhalla, Last Resort, Rat's Nest, Standoff, and Standoff variant on top of Longshore. They're going to be on there as well. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
For a BTB with only rockets and splazers.
Good. Get rid of that BR. So real BTB for being
that BR is trash.
It is trash.
I think it's a good BR, but everyone has their opinions. Everyone has their opinions. And so that's a little MCC playlist update for you guys. So we get to hop over to the Halo 5 side of playlist updates. Back on October 24th, we had Roman King rotate in for Covenant Slayer. We had Warzone Turbo for the weekend. Global XP for the weekend to celebrate Halo 5's birthday. Sadly enough, actually, I haven't played any Halo 5 this weekend because of Call of Duty. But anyways, how about
log on, get your platinum pack.
Shoot.
Between the 25th and the 28th, you get a free platinum pack.
Yeah, Pat, what do we have looking forward to for this week and the next coming week when it comes to Halo 5, when it comes to playlist updates?
So, like you said, Halo 5's birthday is tomorrow from the time we are recording this podcast. By the time you guys see it, it'll be one day later. But the 28th will be Monday. So make sure you guys who are watching on YouTube log into Halo 5, get your platinum pack before the time is up. On the 31st, we're going to get, on Halloween, we're going to get spooky Castle Wars. Yeah, that is scary. Castle Wars is rotating in for H2BR Slayer on November 5th. Later that week, which is, if the 31st is Thursday, this would be the following week. So we'll cover this on the next podcast. But Snipers is rotating into the ranked for, I believe, HCS doubles is the ranked playlist still, right?
I think, or was it Halo 3? Halo 3 that was the ranked.
Halo 3's in there, but
rotational?
I don't know what's rotating in. The featured is definitely doubles. I'm guessing that's Snipers will be rotating in for one of those. We'll update you guys when we do find out. But that is your Halo 5 news. I might play some Roman King tonight, actually.
Roman King is pretty sweet. I do love that
mode. I like
mode.
that playlist. Yeah.
I would love to see that come back for Infinite if it works well for it.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
All right, so yeah, guys, get ready. Get your platinum packs for the weekend before too late. And get that 150. Hopefully, your guys did your 152 grind. It was a good time to do it for the global XP for the weekend. Halo 5, 4 years old. Just
crazy.
We're about to send that kid off to school. You know, or it's already in school. You know,
it's already
with first grade. That's like first grade, right?
Or pre-K is like kindergarten or pre-K. Yeah.
Okay. I should know. My fiance teaches that age. So now my fiance will be able to teach Halo 5. Like, this is a wide world that you get to learn about now.
She should just put like a Halo 5 box, like just one of the game cases, like in a seat in one of her classes. Be like, here's our new student today.
Here's our new student. It's Halo 5 right here.
Oh, don't give her the signed copy.
Why don't you say your name? Who's your friend right there? Oh, that's mine. Okay, I'm just getting cringy. Okay, I'll stop. Oh
I
god. But
love how
yeah.
you just literally pulled that out of nowhere. Like it's just
Well,
like, oh,
I have
look what I have here.
I have like a so my monitor stand holds like has different like things you can hold things. And so I put my games in here. Just like Red Dead, I've been playing Halo
Yo, let me
5
get
and
that. Let me
MCC
get
and
that
stuff
other
like that.
copy. Let me get that other box of Halo 5, bro. I need to actually go buy one. That's the one. For some reason, I'm missing Halo 5. I don't know what friend borrowed it, but somebody did, and it's the one Halo I'm missing hard copy. So it's pissing me off.
Pissing me off a little bit.
Pissing me off. I'm an angry pet.
Alright, so I guess that's all with the place update. Do you want to talk a little bit Modern Warfare since we're
Let's
kind of getting
talk a
towards the
little
end
Call
of it?
of Duty, you know?
Talk a little Call of Duty. Let's betray the community a little bit and talk about Call of
Yes.
Duty.
Yes, let's do it.
How about you lead that one off, Pat? How is your experience? What have you played and what you've been doing, and what is your thoughts on all of it when it comes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Just beat the campaign. Will not say any spoilers, but overall impressions, I am extremely happy with the campaign. It's very short, maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Hmm.
Played on hardcore. There's just a couple of difficult parts. It depends on your checkpoint that you get. Um, there is a veteran and a realism mode, kind of like Black Ops 3 had a realistic mode for all those who are looking for a challenge. There is, as far as I know, no intel in this game to find because there's no achievements related to intel, and I couldn't find a single one in there. So it's very like straightforward, you know.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't really find any like Easter eggs or anything like that
yeah,
to pick up during the game because I was going into the random rooms, going like, okay, where's the little Easter egg thing to pick
yeah,
up, you know?
yeah,
And I
exactly.
wasn't finding it. It's like I guess I just don't have them in the game, or I'm just not looking that hard enough or something like that.
Right. And overall, though, I really enjoyed the campaign. Thought it was really good. Up there, like definitely like top five for me favorite Call of Duty campaigns.
Easy, yeah.
Maybe top 3 or 4.
Mm,
Yeah, really good. Not my favorite one though. Black Ops 1 is still one of my favorites.
good
Infinite
man.
Warfare, yeah. Infinite Warfare also had a really good campaign, even though the multiplayer is crap, which is what I would like to touch on next. I will not be touching the multiplayer. I'd even download the multiplayer. Just download a campaign, no spec ops, no multiplayer. I have zero interest in playing the multiplayer after the beta, and then after seeing a lot of people's impressions of the game. Not, I mean, you can't really change a game that much after the beta, but I was hoping something would drastic would change, and it's not going to change my opinions on the game itself. The game just
Or
feels to me slow. I'm a
mm,
runner gunner on Call of Duty. That's how I've always played it. And I feel like this game punishes you for trying to run and gun. It's very tactical, which is fine. It's just that's not what I expect out of Call of Duty. And some people's like, people always beg Call of Duty to change and stuff. Well, that's a pretty big thing to change to me. The way you play Call of Duty, a lot of people slow it down in this game. They camp. The maps are not my favorite in the series by far. They did try to do some different things with the maps, but I am not a fan of the maps. And I didn't know this, but this is the slowest sprint time you have in a Call of Duty. So you are slower than any other Call of Duty when you're sprinting, and that makes the game feel that much slower because the maps are not small. Like there's some pretty decent sized maps in this game.
yeah,
It
they
just
are.
feels like it just feels sluggish to me, and just the spawns are still terrible. Infinity Ward's always been terrible with spawns for some reason, and yeah, I can't adapt, can't get good and adapt to the tactical gameplay. I rather go play Halo if I want tactical gameplay.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your thoughts, Kevin?
I agree with you completely about the Modern Warfare campaign. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I probably said it too many times. I'm sure you, Pat, I'm sure, and like Jim and Rap are probably all just tired of me just gushing over this campaign. But I seriously loved this campaign. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so refreshing to play like a solid, just a really good shooter campaign. I feel like I haven't really had that since like Halo Reach or Black Ops 1, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just was just so much fun to play. Definitely gonna want to replay that. I love the stealthy missions were awesome. That was my
Yep.
favorite part about the whole thing. That was actually I think they had 3 stealth missions. They kind of repeated, but each one kind of like increased the difficulty in some other way on it. compared to the previous one. And then when I live streamed the whole thing, I just got caught up in the story in the game. I actually completed the whole thing opening night. Yeah, it took me
Yeah.
about like 5.5 hours to beat on hardened. I think hardened is probably about the right difficulty to play on. It's kind of like heroic, where it's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
still a bit of a
sweet spot.
challenge. As long as you don't make some obviously stupid mistakes, you won't be punished. It's not like you're playing veteran where like grenades are just flying out of everywhere.
Right.
But yeah, that campaign, dude. Oh, so good.
Let
It's a
me ask you
must
two
play.
questions.
Mm.
One, you said it was one of your favorite shooter campaigns since like Reach. Did you play Infinite Warfare's campaign?
No.
If it's ever on sale for like $5 or less, that campaign is totally worth it. If you
Mm.
ever go back and like if you see it on sale, pick it up, dude. It's really good. Probably I'd put it above this campaign slightly. It is really freaking good. I think you'll really like it. Two,
Damn.
did you play Titanfall 2's campaign?
No, I didn't. I have Titanfall 2 and I haven't played it. I know. Uh,
Really freaking good campaign.
uh,
This was up there for me. Like this was my favorite campaign since Titanfall 2 for shooters. Yeah, Titanfall 2 killed it. You should really play that one too. So try those
yeah,
out when
that's
you get a chance. If you're ever like, I want a quick single player. Like they're not very long games.
yeah. That's what I liked. I like the pacing on it was really well
Yeah, the
done.
pacing was really good. The gameplay,
Mm.
the variety of gameplay was really good.
Yeah, and so definitely was amazing. And it was like it felt like Call of Duty just being like, pushing the envelope again when it comes to like the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Robert I saw a tweet from Robert Bowling, who he was the former community manager of Infinity Ward back before community manager was even like a real position.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's talking about how this is like the first game that he won't like let his kids watch with him, but like because like it's so graphic, but then
Yeah.
also but in the right way where it's like not like gratuitous. So I
Right.
felt like Call of Duty campaigns since like Black Ops 2 have just basically been like Michael Bay fan fictions.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and so being able to play this, it just like feels like Call of Duty is just coming right back to its roots of what really made the franchise, stand out in the first place.
Yeah. Very
My only
gritty.
my sorry, but what I said like my only critique of the whole thing was really just be like who's the main villain, because like it seems like kind of hops around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but other than that, that's just more of a storytelling kind of aspect. It still plays out super well, but that's just my only kind of gripe with the campaign. Multiplayer wise, I loved the first night I played it. Today I played it again a lot, and it was just a big struggle bus for me. Uh, uh, just playing mainly, I like to play domination. And I'm still unlocking everything. I'm still trying to figure out the maps and stuff like that, and try to figure out the good angles. So I'm still kind of struggling with that a bit. Not like getting stomped or anything, but just not really doing well enough to where I can like get good kill streaks and stuff like that.
Right.
I think I just need to put more time in the game and play a little bit more, but I definitely want to be sticking with this and playing with quite a bit more. And definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, domination's been my main thing. I played a little bit of Ground War as well because I wanted to try some of the other maps. Because the beta map I thought was trash.
Trish.
And I will say that the other Ground War maps that I have played are actually a lot better. A lot more freedom of movement, not so choke pointy, not so much of a cluster F, if you will.
Right.
And so definitely want to give that a go as well. Um, but
Uh,
overall, yeah, I've been really enjoying Call of Duty for the first time since like Black Ops 1.
the only mode I might try like to download and play multiplayer is 2v2. Like I enjoyed that on the
Mhm.
beta.
They
You
changed
can't
that
really
up
do.
though.
Did they?
Yeah, they made it so you spawn in, everyone spawns in with the same loadout. And there's not
Oh
really there. I think
no.
there are still a couple like weapon pickups, but it's not the same.
Oh, that
You
sucks.
know? Yeah, because I really like the pickup system that they had. It was kind of like
Yeah.
Halo, right?
Yeah.
And then which kind of create power positions and more predictable movements of players to kind of like, if you wanted to be really aggressive and grab that shotgun and rush them, then you could do that.
Right.
Now you can't, you know. And so, but
Right.
hopefully they bring it back. We'll see.
Yeah. Like that eliminated the map problem for me, eliminated the slow gameplay for me, eliminated
Mm-hmm.
spawn issues for me. That mode like eliminated all my main gripes with the game because the maps are tailored for 2v2. and I thought they played a lot better. They flowed a lot better, but yeah, that's kind of disappointing knowing that they
Yeah.
changed that up.
Yeah, because the pickups like encourage movement
Right,
and want to
exactly.
make you go around the map and
It's a
interact with the
risk
game.
reward kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I like Halo so much, because that's why like Halo's like the only like the only team deathmatch I like is Slayer,
right,
because you have the weapon pickups and power ups that like help create movement, and you can utilize that to add to your advantage. Just much more in engaging gameplay compared to just like your standard, just like Call of Duty, which is just walk around, do what you want.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, is there anything else you want to touch on with Call of Duty? Because I think I kind of said my piece.
No, did you try Spec Ops at all, or no?
I have not. I've just been grinding multiplayer and just unlocking as much as I can. I think I'm up to like level 30 now or something like that in the multiplayer. So, but I
Now,
did a
before
decent
anybody
grind.
calls me a fraud, I know I said I wasn't going to buy this game, and I didn't buy it. I refused to spend money on this game. My cousin bought it, and he game shares with me. He's like a big Call of Duty fan, so
There you go.
that's the only reason why I played it. I had no interest in multiplayer still, so back to Halo
Mm,
5. The Halo 5 grind is real. Maybe if I was done with Halo 5, I might play it. Just have a new game to play. But I
mm-hmm.
got enough on my plate.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess that's we're gonna wrap up the show here. So we could say, Pat, I appreciate you coming by again. Hope you had a good weekend and good time with the podcast here, as I usually do as well. Wait, what you grabbing for?
My doggy, just giving him
Oh.
some love.
I think you had like an actual like thing. Look at this or here. No, I was kidding.
Check this out.
So Pat, where can people find you on the internet?
People can find me at the Patman Gaming on Twitter, on Twitch, Mixer, even though I don't stream to Mixer. Shout out to Shroud joining Mixer. That's
Oh yeah.
huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably talk about that sometime. Oh yeah, my hoodie got a new hoodie in. Thanks, babe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Merch.
Does it
Merch
match the
is like
leggings?
it does. Matches
Oh.
them so well.
Did Mrs. Catwoman happen to redesign them like she said she wanted
She
to?
has not yet. She's been slacking on that, but she's gonna get to it eventually, one day. And you can find me on YouTube. Anybody who's not subbed to me, please consider subscribing. Very much like Kevin, cover Halo news, do some lore videos. But we are closing in on my 1 year goal, which is my first year on YouTube will be over like January, around late December, early January, and I wanted to have 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and we are at like 9 something right now, so we're getting there. So
That's
if you
crazy,
guys,
man.
yeah, it's been flying, man. That my last video freaking got me like 50 subs or something like that. Crazy
Awesome,
numbers.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That I think I might fall short of my goal this year. I think pretty much since after like Flight 1, for me the views seem to kind of slow down quite a bit. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of also for the community in general. So I was hoping to hit 7K by the end of this year, but it looks like I'll be falling a few hundred short of that. But of course, I started out around 5,000.
Yeah,
So
that's good. Yeah,
not too bad.
it did
For your
slow down
first,
for me too for
yeah,
the flight, but this one out of nowhere just caught fire.
all right,
Like
man.
2,000 views and still
There
freaking
you go.
going. But
Yeah, getting 1,000 subs your first year on YouTube, dude. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
we ain't there yet, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, you'll definitely get there by the end of the year. You still got all of November. You got all of
Yeah.
October. Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
just
it.
need a couple of decent
Oh,
videos, which
I
I
mean,
mean, with the PC stuff, it should get there. But yeah, where can
oh, yeah.
people find you, Kevin?
Well, people can find me at Halo Kev. What? Words. Oh my god. I told you, dude. I had like a mental
Delete.
block tonight, man.
Does not
I need to wake
compute.
up. But I got my Twitter. It's there on the screen at KevinKoolx Halo. You can find me on Twitter. I'm very active on there. I usually post news, memes, and then more memes, and then some more news, and then I think more memes on top of that, and occasional screenshots from my Instagram, which I do have an Instagram as well at KevinKoolx. You can find me there. Been kind of really getting, like I mentioned in the previous podcast, really getting into taking screenshots and posting them. A little artistic-y kind of feel with the whole thing. So I've been really enjoying that. Of course, also posting memes on there because I'm a meme lord. What can I say? What What else we got? We got my Facebook page, KevinKoolx. I don't really use it, but if you want to follow me there, you can. And then, of course, I got me on YouTube. youtube.com/user/KevinKoolx. Or if you just type in KevinKoolx Halo, you'll find me. Make sure you add in the Halo because there's a Kevin Cool who did Minecraft videos, and now he's a dead channel. So don't subscribe to him. Subscribe to this cool Kevin, not that cool Kevin.
That,
which what are the odds, man? Someone else's name is Kevin Cool on YouTube.
Is it with a K as well?
It's with a C.
Oh, he's not that cool then.
He's not that cool. He cares too much about grammar and correct spelling.
Exactly.
I'm too cool to care about that.
That's why Mortal Kombat's so successful.
Exactly.
With a K, baby.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening in. If you guys do want to find us on Podbean, if you guys want to watch us, listen. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Again, my brain, dude, it's just like I'm scattered tonight. But if you want to listen to the podcast, but not on YouTube, so it doesn't drain your phone battery, listen to us on Spotify. You got Spotify. You got also Podbean as well. Links in the description down below. You guys want to check us out there? I would definitely appreciate a follow and give us a listen there. And other than that, guys, I guess we'll catch you in next week's episode of the Real Outreach Podcast, where we'll probably be talking about some Flight 3 on PC goodness in the next episode.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Looking forward to that. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.